Okay, so baby daddy, remember I told you about how my mom was like, he's got some secret kid already and stuff. So remember about that? Okay, so other thing weird is so I always had my own apartment. It was always my apartment. He stayed with me, which I always told him to leave, to pay half the rent or move out. And he wouldn't do either of those things. And I told him that every day. So I had a few different apartments in a house up in Whatcom County over the course of 18 years that were all mine in my name. But he lived there with me. And anyways, so when we first moved up there, there's these women calling my phone that my grandmother paid for, my house phone. And asking for him and stuff, and he got a postcard in the mail of a whale from BC, Canada. His friend from New York had moved over there from like private school or whatever and killed herself. And so they wanted him to go after sending him the postcard or something, and they wanted him to go to the funeral, and he wasn't going to go to her funeral. Um, and then this little brother Adam moved there, uh, and stuff, you know? All these people moved out there stalking him, and they kept calling my house phone that my grandmother paid for. And it was my apartment that I paid the rent for and worked for myself. And so, like, it was annoying and everything. And it was the mullet girl that kept trying to come over to my apartment, and Lester said that, like, he was trying to pawn her off on Michael because she was harassing him in Dream and Josiah, and but that Michael was like not giving her the time of day, but she was still harassing and even knew where I lived and stuff. This mullet girl. So like several years ago, I went to Imagine. And she was there, like on the microphone with not Callista, but a girl that looked kind of like Callista. It's the same fucking chick, bro. So boys beware, okay?